everybody, everybody. I love everybody, 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 everybody. Let we jump up together, let we love one another, let we all live together. Let we, put your hand in the air for love, put your flag in the air for love, everything in the air for love. Show the people we got the love, everything in the air for love. Bring the vibes and show them the love, put it up in the air for L-O-V-E. Hey, catch me in the flat, I'm ready to get wet. Don't stand up and watch me, just come in and join me. Let me jump up together, let me love one another, let we all live together. Let we. I don't care what race or religion you be. Peace sign, show me a peace sign. I don't give a damn, come and jump up with me. Peace sign, let go a peace sign. Me, you, yes, me, I don't care. I love everybody, 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 everybody. I love everybody, 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 everybody. Let we jump up together, let we love one another, let we all live together. Let we.
Ranjeev again, Productions, music movements. With another one. Hey. Just pour another one before the battle done. Just take it day by day, and all will be okay. Bring two glass, throw and pass, cause tonight could be we last. Let me cheers together. Bring two glass, throw and pass, cause tonight could be we last. Let me cheers together. Listen when I say, forget all the worries, we go deal with that later. Bring two glass, throw and pass, cause tonight could be we last. Let me cheers together. Bring two glass, throw and pass, cause tonight could be we last. Let me cheers together. But nothing gonna stop my happiness, nothing at all. Cause who God bless, no man can curse. Nothing can touch me. And if you wake up this morning and you see the sunrise, just know that you are blessed. So for another one, take the day to change your ways. Don't sit back and wait. Time you take with toting feelings, it could be too late. Love all who you want from a distance, but let go of the hate. Blessings of this life is something we should appreciate. Forget all the worries, we go deal with that later. Bring two glass, throw and pass, cause tonight could be we last. Let me cheers together. Bring two glass, throw and pass, cause tonight could be we last. Let me cheers together. But nothing gonna stop my happiness, nothing at all. Cause who God bless, no man can curse. Nothing can touch me. And if you wake up this morning and you see the sunrise, just know that you are blessed. So for another one.
Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self satisfaction in knowing that you did your best to become the best you are capable of becoming. John Wooden. This is Get Real with Shameeza, and I'm your hostess, Shameeza Ali. It is truly a pleasure to be here with you this evening. Salam, namaste, and good evening to everyone joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Island Zone Radio, and on NTN Channel 69 in Georgetown, Guyana. Tonight, we are kicking off our 2-year celebration of Get Real with Shameeza, and I'm so excited because there is so much that we have in store for you tonight. There will be well wishes, there will be surprise guests that will be here to have conversations, and I myself will have a special discussion in regards to matters that are out there today. So if you are willing to sit back for the next hour or so, enjoy, grab some popcorn, maybe some plantain chips, and let's just enjoy some time together. But first, let's do a giveaway. Our giveaway box today is compliments of the Desi Caribbean food specialist. And here is your chance to win that special box. Last week on Get Real with Shameeza, I was asked who is a host I would like to be for one day. What is the person's name? What was my answer of the person's name that I will be for that one day? All right. The question again is last week on Get Real with Shameeza, I was asked, but who is a host that I would like to be for one day? What is the name of the person I chose? Now, here is a message from our sponsors.
Hibiscus has been a flagship restaurant in our community for a very long time. Come dine with us and enjoy our excellent food, drinks and service at any one of our many locations. We are located on 12418 101 Avenue and 22113 Jamaica Avenue. Hibiscus at Elliott's on the Mile in Freeport is one of our newest locations, along with 12402 Rockaway Boulevard. In Guyana at 91 Middle Street, Georgetown. Bring your family and friends and come visit us soon.
If there's one place that makes hair removal a pleasant experience, it's the Sugar Bar NYC. Specializing in the art of body sugaring, utilizing a sugar gel for the most gentle, organic hair removal. Our method of hair removal is all natural. The paste is just sugar, lemon, and water. We also have specialized in acne, scarring and hyperpigmentation treatments. We provide sugaring services, waxing services, and laser hair removal services. We also provide body contouring services, Botox and fillers.
Enos Driving School offers training for CDL licenses, including tractor-trailers, trucks, and school buses. Just think, with a CDL license, you can have access to thousands of driving jobs at large companies such as FedEx, UPS, MTA, or New York Sanitation. Enos Driving School also offers defensive driving courses and training classes for cars and motorcycles, all taught by their college-trained instructors who can even schedule your road test appointments. Inquire about other driving and training packages as well. You might even be qualified for their free CDL training, as they are a certified institution with the New York State Workforce One program. Call Enos Driving School today. They've been serving our community for over 10 years.
Welcome to Get Real with Shameeza. Again, it's truly a pleasure to be here with you this evening. Please welcome my co-host for tonight, Ranjeev Ramdeen. Welcome, Ranjeev. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Very nice, very nice. So I decided to change the scenery a little bit because I had a little technical difficulties.
You're live from Jamaica?
No, this is what, Jamaica, the island, or Jamaica, New York?
You tell me. I'm trying to guess where you are.
This is my patio. This is my house in Yonkers that you have not visited yet.
Oh, happen. Listen, we'll make it happen. All right, we'll make it happen. Don't worry. So, how are you feeling tonight? I mean, it's our. Tell me.
Listen, I'm feeling great. It's been a hectic day, so sorry I'm not all dolls up and dressed up. I have to put on my hat.
I did it all for you.
I appreciate that. But first, let me start off by saying congratulations to 2 years. that's a huge milestone. Not a lot of um, shows like this with this type of content usually last very long. And I know you've had many seasons, and now you're on your second year, and I'm so proud of you. And I've seen this from the cradle. Uh, um, and usually people say cradle to the grave, but this is cradle only, and
Yes.
we're still here. So again, super proud of you. I'm here to support you 100% as always. Um,
I truly appreciate that, and I can still remember the first time. Like I met you prior to the show, but we really, didn't really know each other much. You knew my daughter, and it's a story that I tell a lot of people that it was meant to be, right? You give me a call like 8 o'clock the next morning, and you're like, "Hey, there are some things that we need to work on,"
yeah,
and right away we got on it, and here we are 2 years later to tell the story of how it all started.
for sure.
I'm grateful that you reached out to me that day and we were
Yeah,
able to have a conversation. And you've really and truly helped to make Get Real with Shameeza what it is. You were there in the most crucial days,
yes,
guided me, helped me in technical ways and behind the scene things. And I'm truly, truly grateful for you having you the very, very crucial days that I needed someone to be there. So thank you so much.
for
Here
sure.
we are tonight, and tonight we're gonna have a lot of surprise guests coming in. We're gonna have well wishes from uh, past guests that has been on the show, and we'll just have a really good time.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Like I said, today's just been a little hectic with the power and the lights and the internet and the storms that passed through today. It was pretty terrible here in Yonkers. I don't know how bad it was in Queens, but it was pretty
We
terrible up here.
saw a
Uh,
little bit of it, not
yeah,
nothing too crazy that we couldn't handle. We're queens,
yeah,
we
yeah, 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 yeah,
got our
yeah.
ways. We
No, it was
see.
pretty bad here.
Uh,
I
good
don't really say it's.
evening. Good evening to Ash. Good evening to my cousin Cher, Anthony Prasad. Who do
Yeah.
you see, Ranjeev?
I am trying to see that myself right now, but let me see.
Bibi
Yeah,
Omar Ali is joining us from Canada. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here.
I,
Sharon, thank you for being here. My girl Ash, guys, go out and vote for her. The link is on my page. Please vote for her. Every day you get a free vote, or you can add some additional votes. Vote for her. There's a chef thing going on where she can, be the winner and get like $25,000. And I'm really excited. I truly feel she deserves it. So please vote for her.
yeah,
Uh, we have so much people that I'm seeing there. I can't even go through all the names. Annette for Deo Prasad, so many people, guys. Thank you so much. A huge part of why we're still here today has to do with our supporters, the people who
yes,
are there, who has, every single Wednesday they make it a duty. I know there are people who sometimes are on vacation and they still
yeah.
join us, and so I'm grateful. Like there's so many people that I'm grateful for that has made this possible. And here we are still. I mean, it's not been an easy 2 years. Like I've had things that I've done, and as 2 years, I can say, wow, that first year was bad. Second year, it got better because we're going into our third year now. We
Right,
started in 2021, right? So
right, right.
this is still like a challenge, a lot of challenges, right? It's not
It,
an
it,
easy thing.
it's gonna be a learning process. You're gonna hit all sorts of obstacles. You're gonna continue to hit that because, I mean, that's just the nature of the game. As much as we would want everything to run smoothly and go nice, and every episode there's one minute little thing that you're like,
Yeah.
"Damn, I could have done this better. Or I wish I'd, you know, whatever the case is." But just like in my world in music, every day is a learning. Like we're all students of music until the day I die, right? So
Yes.
if this is your passion, then you're a student of this until the day you die. You know what I mean? So
I
until you breathe your
agree.
last
I
breath. So, of
agree. And it could be on different levels, different ways, but
course,
I truly feel this is my purpose. This is what I'm here to do, serve people. And
yeah,
we all serve in different ways, right? And
of course,
I've done it for 17 years in the financial world where I was there to provide solutions for people, for families, and here I am today serving my community. Good evening to Ria. Your sister's here. She's
Uh,
sending you a lot of love. Anthony,
yeah,
good
yeah.
evening to you. Like I said, guys, we have some surprise guests. We have some well wishes. Should we get to the well wishes, Ranjeev?
Let's do the well wishes. I'm
Let's do some
excited to
well
see those.
wishes. Let's do
Yeah.
that. Let's see who had some things to say.
Go ahead.
Yo, I say Dan, Dan, Dan. What's up, everybody? It's your boy KI, and I'm here to say, and I just want to say, congratulations to my girl Shameeza on your 2 years. You've been doing an excellent job. Congrats on the prolific movements, and I wish you all the best from our entire KI and the band team, from the Ranjeev family, from everybody. We wish you all the best and many, many, many more years to come, Shameeza. Take care.
Wow, Ranjeev, that was a surprise one.
That was a surprise one. Big up to Asif. I coordinated with Asif because I couldn't get it on because of my internet. I wouldn't have been able to play it, and I literally got it probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours ago. So I sent it to him, and I was like, yeah, "Please, you gotta put this, but don't say nothing to her. Just put it on and play it."
I love it. Ki has been one of our guests that has been on the show. I think he's been here a couple of times, and he's always loved. He can
Yeah.
carry a show on for like an hour or two, and
Oh yeah,
people
he's
still
looking
will.
forward to the next time. I spoke to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Besides the video, he does send his regards to you and the whole team and to everybody on your foundation team as well. Safari for Hope. I mean, I just want to. He wanted to extend his well wishes to you guys, and he can't wait to get on your show the next time, because the next time he's coming with a huge surprise, and he's excited about it. So he
All
said
right,
he's
we'll
gonna
make
stay
it
off the
happen.
program until he's ready, and then
Yes,
and he should be ready very, very soon. So he's excited about that.
I'm excited. We're gonna do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Do we have more well wishes? Is there any other surprises for us tonight?
Uh, let's see what I don't know. Let's see. Go ahead, Asif.
Let's go.
Hey, this is Vlad from Hope and Cookery Life in Florida, and I want to say a quick congratulations and shout out to Shameeza and Asif on their 2-year anniversary for the Get Real with Shameeza show. Keep doing what you guys doing. Awesome show. Nice with the community. Always sharing positive vibes. Hey, and congratulations again from the entire Hope and Cook family when you guys go in Florida to do some fishing. We should do a live show on the beach. Take care.
Wow, Vlad, he's been on several times. Amazing guy. And, I'm so grateful to have all of these guys. They were all here last week. It was one of our best shows that we've had. So, thank you guys so much. You always bring the best. You always have great recipes. And thank you for everything that you do for our community as well. Ash, thank you so much. We'll do another well wish right now.
Good.
Since we're on it, we might as well keep going.
Might as well.
What's up, y'all? Chef Dev here, sending a special shout out to Shameeza. Get Real with Shameeza. It's been 2 years. I'm so proud of you for all that you've done. I love the show. I love your guests, and I can't wait to come back on. Happy 2 years. Mad love to you and all your viewers and all your guests, the whole Get Real with Shameeza team. All the love in the world for you guys. Mad love.
Oh, my dear friend, Chef Deb, somebody that I hold very dear to my heart. We have a great relationship. We keep in touch. Most of my guests that has been on the show, after their time, we still keep in contact with each other. Every once in a while, we'll, reach out. But Chef Dev and I have a great relationship, and I just love, following him and seeing all the things that he's doing. What I like about Get Real and about all these platforms that we're able to follow on social media, and I think back in the days we couldn't do all these things that we're able to do now. But what I like about it is that we can see the genuineness in some people. We can truly feel their passion for what they do. And that's what I love about it. For example, last week when I had all these guests on, you can see their passion for what they do. You can see their love for and most people do it. We do it with really from the goodness of our heart, because we have a passion. We want to help others. We want to put a smile on other people's face. And I know, Ranjeev, you doing what you do, right? It's tough, but we do it. You do it. I know today you had a post. Are we going to discuss that post that you had?
I mean, we can. But I don't want to go into too much detail what caused the post. But I do want to say though, in relation to the post, I like you said, I do what I do for the right reasons, and I've always done it for the right reasons. Um, Hence my longevity of being around for so long.
Right.
Uh, I've not been. Um, I've made a lot of mistakes in this industry when it comes to my music. I've recorded tracks maybe I shouldn't have. I did things, kind of rush. So I've learned along the way, and by me mentioning that, what I wanted to reference by mentioning that is the fact that I took time to learn the craft. You know
Yeah.
that you have to make mistakes along the way in order for you to better yourself and to um, raise the bar, or even back up you saying raising the bar, like that you raise the bar, right? So if I'm out here preaching we're raising the bar, and I'm doing low quality productions and putting low quality content out there, then I'm not standing behind my word.
Right.
I'm literally, preaching something that's false. So um, that was a part of what my post was that there's too many people that are running around here and feeling that um, the views or the likes or that is what's making you successful. No, you're not successful. Like you haven't even scratched the surface of what you should be doing and why you should be doing it. You
I
haven't even
agree.
understood why you're doing it. You don't even know. You just woke up one day. I'm pretty sure you woke up one day and said, you feel like you want to sing because everybody else doing it, or a lot of people successful, or you may just like music, which is fine. But sometimes music may not like you. You understand? So
Right.
at the end of the day, you have to do everything you do for the right reasons. Have to, and there's a path to that. There's a roadway to it. There's a trace or a track or a river or whatever you want to call it. There's a way to get there. Ride the river, walk the path, drive on the road,
Trust the process.
trust the process. Don't
Yeah.
try to get that overnight. It doesn't happen for everybody. And when it does happen to some people, they struggle to come back out of that, you
Yeah.
know? So,
Yeah.
again, don't try to be that, you know, don't be the one hit wonder. Have longevity. I was actually having a conversation with Terry Judge the other night at Chutney Paradise, which was an
Yeah.
amazing event, by the way. I hope um, I saw you there. We had a great time. The
Yeah.
vibe was really nice. But I did have a conversation backstage with Terry G, and I said, Terry, you know what I wish for more than anything in this music business is to have the longevity and the consistency that he's had for like ever since I've known Terry.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what I love about what you're saying, and what I love about Terry is that you see Terry, and Terry
Yeah,
is so humble. He never looks frustrated. He never,
yeah,
have he's always so calm, and he's a humble person, and I love that about him.
right, right, and exactly, and the youths need to look at this and really take heed and understand why he is Terry G. He's not Terry G because he sang Guyana Babu.
No.
He's Terry G because he was a certain individual along with a big song. And now he's here 20, 30 years later, 40 years later, he's still here. And one of the most requested artists on any show.
Yeah,
Understand?
I
So
agree.
so at the end of the day, it really needs to be it really what I said this morning really needed to I needed to get that off my chest, and no better place than Facebook to make my opinions known. And again, it's just my opinion. Nobody have to agree with me, um,
Yeah.
but it's just an opinion, and this is the way I feel. And I not being not being not being too much of a chip on my shoulder, but I somewhat have the right to say what I say sometimes.
And
Some
you sure do,
yeah,
because
sometimes.
for anyone that doesn't know, Ranjeev is a great mentor to artists out there. He mentors the up and coming artists. He's there to guide them. He helps them to produce music. He helps them with vocals. He's one of those people that we truly need. And when you put a post out like that, it worries me, because who's going to continue this legacy? Who's going to take the time to help people like Talsif Baksh
Right.
and mentor them and put them out there and give them a place in this
And
world
that
of
goes
company?
back to my post.
Yeah,
There's no, if they don't change the attitude, then there's not gonna be anybody to groom the younger ones, because
right.
that attitude that they have, it's all about self. Um, it's what they could get from it, not
Yeah,
what they give. You
right.
understand?
Yeah.
So, so at the end of the day, the attitudes need to change. Um, they really need to just humble themselves, and maybe that's why I will never be a big artist, is because I'm too humble. Because at the end, I'm not gonna change who I am. You know.
So in reality, you like to be the Terry Gadraj of
Of
in
course.
30, 40 years, be that guy that's the most requested artist, be on every
Yeah.
single show, and still remains that humble, calm guy that we see have the biggest smile and goes out there and still every time he performs, I can dance all night to him.
Yeah, and there's not a time that Terry do ever meet me that he compliments me on, or 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 just appreciates what I bring to the table as an artist, right?
Exactly.
So, so there's not one time that I ever met him that he hasn't told me that he loves my voice. There's not one time,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about I meet him a lot, and there's not
Yeah.
one time he's like, keep going, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. He's
Yeah.
very encouraging, and but he's encouraging again to I mean to pretty much all the artists, but it's who takes it as encouragement or
Yeah.
as looking down on them, you know.
Exactly. I
So
agree.
I take it as encouragement
I
because
take that as there isn't a conversation that I have with Terry, whether it's a message or in person, and we're having a conversation. He
yeah,
always tells me, Shameeza, I'm proud of you. You're doing an amazing job. Just keep going. So exactly what he says to you is
right.
my conversation. And you're right. I'm sure this is what he says to many. And it's for
So,
me, I look at if Terry is saying that to me, then I take that seriously. I do want to say special good evening to a few people out there.
yeah,
Debbie J says you're a big artist. Um, Mahindra Ramkelwan on unbelievable how some people are fake and why they do anything from okay. Um, good evening to Sandra Singh. Thank you so much. Christine Lachana, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Joni Mahabir, do you have anybody? Sonia Chandni, thank you so much. Who do you have that's watching right now, Ranjeev? Are you seeing it right now?
I'm looking. Debbie G is on. I'm looking at the comment. Big up to my Indra man.
Yeah, good evening to Mahindra as
Big up.
well. He has a big show coming up, the guy, one guy in a night.
Yes, yes. Big up to him and
Um,
his crew and his
yes,
cast. That's a huge event. So if you guys want to go out and support, go out and support it.
Vlad
Uh,
just joined us.
big up to Nad, big up to Debbie G, Christine. Who else is in here?
We
Sam.
have Zanel, someone that I grew up with. Good evening for you to you, Zanel, and thank you so much for joining us. Donna Calloway, good evening to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll take. Do we have any guests right now? All right. Well, we'll probably. Ranjiv, do you have anything you want to add?
I just want to say throughout your program, throughout all that I've seen the transformation, and I want to get back to your program because really and truly, this episode is really about you celebrating your 2 years. I don't want to go into too much about anything else, but
Right.
but I've seen the transformation, and the transformation from upstairs studio to downstairs studio to the
Yes.
lighting to the cameras. We have one other surprise we're gonna add in, hopefully in the next season, that we spoke about.
Yes.
The thing that, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to working with your technical team.
Technical
Yeah,
team. Shout out to our technical team.
yeah, shout out to the technical team in the back. Big up to Asif, man. He was very open to knowledge, and I was happy that he didn't make me feel like I was overstepping boundaries, because I was really sometimes a little adamant about certain things, and he really worked with me, and worked alongside me to help him kind of like fine tune everything. And he did a lot of research on his own, and congratulations to him for being such a successful tech guy now. I mean, you were successful before, but I mean, you're even more now. You just don't even pick up the phone and call me no more. So I know you're good.
No, that's not necessarily true, Ranji. If I do call you, I'm like, hey, we need that other system thing that we were
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
yeah.
time for us to upgrade the new camera? Like, what are we doing next? Like,
Yeah.
I'm excited. Tell me something new that we need to do, But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't
it's
worry,
like I
we have
said,
it.
it's
We have it locked, and we already know what we're doing next. So
yes.
just a matter of
Like
saying,
before we
yeah,
had to figure what we needed, right?
yeah, yeah,
A year and a half ago, it was like, what do we need next? Now it's like, hey, is it time for an upgrade now?
yeah,
Like, what do we do next? Like,
yeah.
we're getting
Right.
bored of the same thing. Do we need new lights? Do I have some cameras that can come from like different angles, video? Like
We'll see. We'll see. Just
we'll see. We'll
stick
see.
around to the next season, or whenever we get this system up and running, and we'll see what's up.
We'll have a lot more fun. But hey, let's take some well wishes.
For sure.
Thank you for your dedication. Your platform is truly inspiring. Big up yourself. Get real with Shameeza. Team Shameeza, you're an inspiration to many, and we truly love everything about your show. Thank you for giving a voice to the West Indian community, and thank you for everything you do to help everyone you can reach. Also, I want to shout out big congratulations and best wishes for many more successful episodes. We are proud of you, darling, and keep up the amazing work. Love from your girl, Cooking with Ash. Stay blessed.
And that's our girl, Ash. Thank you so much, Ash. Ranjeev, I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she has a cooking show, Cooking with Ash.
Yes,
And
yes, yes, yes.
she's been one of the guests that every time I hear Ash is on, I look forward to those
I actually think
episodes.
I looked up one of her recipes a while back.
You
'Cause
know
I was
what we
trying.
should do? The two of us should do a cooking episode.
We should. And bring like one of those chefs on, like one of your chef friends who's here, because I want to learn to make. Oh, honestly, my wife been telling me like I need to learn to cook. Listen, I can make. Yeah, so I need to learn to cook, right? So,
Okay.
so how
All
about,
right.
how about we do we do like a celebrity chef uh
Yes.
like session.
Yeah.
We'll try
We
to.
should.
And you know what we can do? We'll talk offline about it. But I have a real brilliant idea.
I agree. I agree.
Sure, I have a brilliant idea. I want to learn to make curry. Somebody help me.
Exactly. Exactly.
I tried and it was miserable. I
But
don't want to.
listen, just like what you just said earlier, what we said earlier, you gotta keep trying, man. You can't give up. So we should try doing this. Next time you do it, you can record it. We'll share it here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. But it is
Listen,
burn.
I'll do an extra little thing for you. I'll get Vlad to tell you how you went wrong.
Okay. I
Vlad
think I
and
went wrong
Ash
from the time.
will give you feedback.
I think I went wrong from the time I touched the pot.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But here is we have another guest coming in.
You have a guess?
We're waiting for our technical team to give us another heads up. We have another guest.
Let's go.
All right, so we'll go to well wishes, Ranjeev.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Hey yo, this is Roy Chan, the Prince of Hearts. I want to give a big shout out to Shameeza. Get real with Shameeza. It has been 2 years. Congratulations to you. And this piece is dedicated to you. It's a human sign when things go wrong, when the scent lingers and temptation strong. कितना इसको समझाता हूँ, कितना इसको बहलाता हूँ, नादान है कुछ ना समझता है दिन रात ये आहें भरता है, मेरा दिल भी कितना पागल है, ये प्यार तो तुमसे करता है. So all the best, Shameeza, on your show. Congratulations again. It has been 2 years. All the best. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
That was my other dear friend, Rohit. Had the pleasure of seeing him here in New York last Saturday. Amazing guy. I sang like a little teenager while he was on stage. I just stood there and sang. Yeah, exactly. He played the song over and over. I count it was about 7 times, and I was just singing and singing.
Nice.
Amazing guy.
Big up Rohit, man. Big up Rohit.
Big
Really.
up, Rohi. Very humble guy. Very, very, very nice guy. Um, the like you said, tonight is about Get Real, and we've had some amazing guests on Get Real with Shameeza. I mean, when we started to now, we've definitely come a far way. Now,
sure.
I know that there are when we started Get Real with Shameeza, the initial thing was to have a platform where victims of domestic abuse can tell their stories.
Right.
And I truly wanted that to happen
Right.
because we wanted a platform where people can come out, women and men, and they can tell their stories.
Sure.
I know. But with the judgment we have in our community, people were afraid to tell their stories. They were afraid. They were afraid of being judged, afraid for their safety. And it couldn't go that way. Now, I'm not going to cancel my show because we couldn't get people to tell their stories.
Right. Right.
Instead, I had to shift it another way. And how do I do that? I found let's inspire others. Let's find ways that we can bring guests on that can inspire others. And over the 2 years, we have had some amazing. I can't tell you that I've had one person, Ranjeev, that I was disappointed with, or it was a terrible guest. I don't have any. And this is truly, truly, like, I'm still waiting to have a guest where I'm like, I regret that one. No, I haven't. I mean, every single one of them we've learned something from them, and they've shared something that I was like, oh wow, they've inspired us. Some of them have empowered us. Some of them has put things out there that we couldn't see in our own way, and they highlighted it. And so it's been an amazing journey of guests and our musical artists. I have people who call me and say, hey, Shameeza, after being on your show, like this is months later, I have booked several sessions with different people for videos. And this was Sunny. And he told me, he's like, yeah, I said, can I share that? He's like, absolutely. So Sunny is from Holland.
Yes.
And Sunny was on the show. Yeah, you what?
I actually had a long conversation with him today.
Yeah, and he said to me, he said, after being on your show, do you know how many bookings I got? How many people saw that episode of Get Real with Shameeza? And I got so many people who saw my work, contacted me, and here I am to do videos. And that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like whatever we're doing here, it might not seem like a lot, but it has its effect on people. And even though we've gone in a different direction, it's the right direction, because it's not a direction where we're bashing people or we're doing anything to make things bad for a community. We're truly empowering a community. There's so many things, Lauren. There are people that I meet when I go to events and they say, Shameeza, we're so grateful to have you in this community. We're so grateful that you have this platform, that we can see different people, we can hear their stories. And it's truly life-changing for some people, and that makes me feel good. My job,
finding the good in what you do is not hard, right? The networking possibilities of just being on here. I've met George. George is one of them. I'll use him. He's a jeweler. We spoke to him. He ended up making a chain for Anil. Like, he's about to make one. I got to reach out to him soon to make one for me. Like, I don't wear jewelry, but I like what he did for us, for our company, Music Movements. So little things like that, even like with Sonny, like you said, the networking thing where people saw his product and they were like, listen, we want that. And again, the good in what you do is easy to see.
Did you say George?
George, yeah.
Is it like in this George here? Let's see. Let's see if it's this George you're talking about.
What's up, bro?
Hey,
George?
I was hiding from you. I was waiting to come in late to hear all the talking you was doing.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had to wait for you. Because I have to get to do the lead. You know what I'm saying?
Lucky thing I didn't say anything bad. Woo, thank God. Thank you, Shameeza, for giving me the heads up. You
Get
set
him
me up
all
there.
messed up, and we'll bring him on in just a few.
All right, go ahead. I'll be here.
Yes, you were saying.
Yeah. So again, the just the networking aspect for me, what I saw and what I experienced on the show, even as a spectator, was like I got to learn about Ash, and I got to learn about a couple other people and ministers and different people that of interest of different interests, because my interests, not everybody knows what my interests are, but I have a wide range of interests. So some of your guests actually piqued those interests. So it was good, like the networking aspect of your show um, was great, and I appreciated every moment of it when I did get the time to catch it. Um, and also, like you mentioned, you started off trying to do something with awareness domestic violence. Um, and like you said, not everybody is comfortable telling their story, or they're scared. Um, but there's going to be a day. I mean, we live in a time now when nobody should be even scared. Um, but it's something that I guess has been kind of like traditionally instilled in people, to be scared to say, to talk, you know. But you have a platform that nobody needs to be scared to talk here. So
No.
yeah. I can't hear you.
I know there are people out there that go and they tell stories and stuff. They tell their own stories, and it's all good, but they do get a lot of negativity, and they get accused of certain things. But hey, it might take us a little bit longer, but eventually we'll be able to use our platform like that. And we'll probably still continue to bring on these amazing ministers, these amazing attorneys, and simple boy and girl and woman who has stories to tell. You'll be able to do all of that. Maybe we'll do a 5 days a week kind of show.
Yeah. So
But
so Tamiza, this is all about you. I have one question for you. Let me question you, since you question everybody.
sure, I'm
Okay.
ready.
So when you sat down, the day you sat down and you thought about doing this show, what was your drive and initiative behind starting a platform, whether it be for telling a story or whatever? It takes a lot to get in front of a camera. So what gave you that courage? What gave you that drive, that motivation to push forward?
So I didn't know what was in store in terms of am I going to be nervous in front of the camera? Am I going to be able to do this? What I do know, I didn't, and I really didn't question that.
Right.
See, I'm a woman who has been in the financial world for all these years. I can sit in a room with a group of men and I can explain certain accounts and what I did with the customer to be successful. And I can walk up to the president. That's how confident I was. I
Right.
can walk up to the president and I can have a conversation and
Right.
never ever be like nervous or anything. So I
Right.
knew I had that, but it's a different thing when you're interviewing someone than having a conversation face to face. So I didn't let it bother me. What I was sure about is that I did some research to see what we have, and I was really really surprised to see what we had, and digged a little bit more, and there was really nothing that I felt we the things that I saw, I felt we were better than that.
Right.
We had more potential
Right.
to do things. Like, we have some amazing people, right? We have attorneys, doctors, all these people, and there was nothing that really show who we were as a people. If people didn't know, like, nobody ever knows where Guyana is. They're like, Ghana, like all these different places. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we're from Guyana. So if someone Googled Guyana and they a talk show came up, they're like, oh wow, these people listen to Bollywood music. That's all they do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They play some songs and that's it. And I remember this specific conversation with you where I said, Ranjeev, I don't want to play Bollywood songs and this thing, man. And your response to me was, hey, music is universal. We have to have some music. Do
Right.
you remember that conversation?
I remember that conversation very clearly.
And I said, well, if we have to have music, can we like have people singing live? Can we have talents? Can we do this, differently? I wanted different. I wanted to showcase who we are as a people. That's really what my platform was about. Bringing people to tell their stories, especially victims of domestic abuse. I didn't think that people would not want to tell the story.
Right.
But after we started doing that, telling stories, it got to a whole different direction. And I ran with it. To be honest with you, I saw nothing wrong with where it was going. I
Right.
ran with it, and I do not regret. I have no regrets as to taking it in the direction that it did. It was like, you just go with it. You go with the flow, exactly what I did. And here we are today. We do have a guest that we want to bring in right now. We have Ranjeev introduced for us.
Who's this?
I'm gonna pull my chair over here, Ranjeev. Oh, that's that kind.
Yes. Hey, Davian, welcome to Get Real.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Big up to Damien in the building, the 160 BPM crew inside the dance. Anybody who missed that today missed our real show. I watch this man level play.
Yes. As a matter of fact, he was in the
thank you.
house on Saturday too. I know Ravindra was on earlier, and he had a very successful show. But he brought all of you guys together. The show, it was a really successful show. He brought together some amazing talents, and I was very excited to watch all of you guys perform.
Yes, definitely. Saturday was an amazing show. A bunch of different artists with different type of style of chutney and a great audience, and the vibes was just incredible. Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, truly. Now, what's do you have, Damien? I know you're a busy guy. Almost every single weekend, you're somewhere. You're doing something. You've got something going on. Tell us a little bit about what's going on. I'm not out of social media. We know what's going on with you, but you're always being funny in social media. When I meet you in person, you're a whole different person. You're like so quiet. You don't say much. And I'm like, you're totally different from the guy that we see on Facebook, right?
Well, basically, I use Facebook as a platform to kill time, as you can say. Kill time, as Ranjeev did today, release some stress, some thoughts about the music industry. I mean, we're just keeping it real. And I've been listening to this program from 8 o'clock, and I have to agree with Ranjeev. Definitely, it is true. A lot of people just wake up one day and be like, "Hey, I want to be a singer." I mean, Ranjeev can say this. It takes a lot, to sing. It's not just basically making up a song. I wake up in the morning and I want to be a singer like my father and mother and like my sister. It takes a lot, and it's a fun. And there's a lot of groundwork. There's a lot of work that needs to be put into this, and they should do it. They should do it.
Yeah. I mean, you've done your work, right?
I'm still learning. We're not gonna stop learning until I close my eyes.
Well said. You are known, like Ranjeev said earlier. You bring is it considered bass? Like you bring chutney, like original chutney music.
Well, yeah, that's my lane. It's more of a traditional chutney, which is basically the real style of chutney. But music evolve. As time goes by, and the BPM, the style, the melodies, and stuff like that. But the style that I do and I stick to is authentic traditional chutney, which is like the Hindi stuff and some English.
Let me ask you guys this: is there ever going to be a collaboration with Ranjeev and Damien?
Why not? I wake up in the morning and I want to be like Ranjeev.
I love it.
Listen, I haven't sung a traditional yet. I mean, I kind of did something very close to it, but it wasn't like Damien style. Now, it takes a certain, for me, and I appreciate a certain voice, a certain type of way they phrase their words, the way they vibe with the songs to sing traditional chutney. You have to have you can't have a Bollywood voice trying to sing chutney, right?
You gotta have soul.
Yeah, you gotta have soul. You have to have that voice. There's a raspiness and there's a tone in the voice that I appreciate in traditional chutney that Damien has, that Rakesh have. Damien's dad have it. And that's where he got it from. So there's a certain tone, there's a certain style. But again, it's not something I would not try because better to try and fail than to fail to try, right?
To try,
That's right.
exactly.
So
So
maybe one day in the near future I'll try something.
you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
will put something together, and
Not a problem.
we'll talk about it further here and Get Real. We
Yeah.
do have a request from Shira Bash. Shira is joining us from Florida, and she says, "Can we hear Ranjeev's new song?" Is it gonna happen? What's the grin about? We have George grinning, we have Ranjeev,
I
and
mean,
we
I
Damien.
don't
You're
mind.
the only. The two of us are the only ones who are keeping like a straight face right now.
Get out.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean a little piece, but
That's it.
I had a
Let's bring
the
George
video
in
almost
the
done.
meantime.
Yeah, the video almost done. So I had to make sure I sing it and record it fast before somebody take it and go on it, you know. But yeah, so yeah, my new song, it's actually a Bollywood cover. It was a song that I really loved as a young boy because I heard one of my my idols or my mentors singing it, and I just wanted to really record this song for some years, but I didn't want to touch it, but I decided, now is the time. And the song goes like, नहीं ये हो नहीं सकता कि तेरी याद ना आए बिना तेरे कहीं भी दिल मेरा अब चैन ना पाए तुझे भूलने से पहले मेरी जान चली जाए ओ 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 मेरी जान चली जाए.
Shameeza, you hear the song?
Go ahead.
You hear the Bollywood song? Yeah. You got
Yes.
it. You got it. You got it.
You can't. Ranjeev can never go wrong. In my world, he can't go wrong at all.
No.
He's
I
got it.
actually saw Ranji perform Saturday night, and he did his thing, man. He mashed up
Oh
the
yeah,
place. Everybody did a share of
it was amazing. Like I said,
Ranji. He had them. He had them good.
Damien, you and I, we've been back and forth like for a while now, like a year and a half. I'm like, Damien, when you're gonna come back to Get Real? Because you've been here before.
Yeah, I've been here. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're here now, and we're ready to listen, man. We're here to listen. But while you get prepared for that, I want to welcome George to Get Real with Shameeza, one of the
Hi, George.
original hosts of Get Real with Shameeza. He's here with us tonight, guys, and we're about to get things real. But first, we want to hear Damien sing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a song that I recorded last year. Well, actually, it was this year, 2023. Okay, it's called Millennia. It was a cover. It's a song that was done, produced by Ravi Suko of Canada. There's a music video that was done by Narish, and it hit up pretty well. This is just an acapella of it. Aire Millennia, paisa kilobi, dua ke ghari ora liye jaye. O Malinia, ye Malinia, O Malinia, ye Malinia, O Shameeza, ye Shameeza, Ore Malinia, ye Malinia. Eh? Get out.
Wow. I can imagine when all that drums and everything is added to that, how amazing that sounds.
Yeah.
Now, traditional chutney music is something at wedding houses that we love our wedding houses, especially I feel like the Friday nights are the nights that we have like the drums and we have like the real is it Matikor night? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
And I know that's like one of the nights that you are most busy and you go all over different places to just perform.
Yeah.
And sometimes I message you and you tell me hey, are you available? And you're like, oh, I'm going to this place. I'm going to Massachusetts, I don't know, different states and all that stuff. Do our people still have do they still value the traditional chutney music? The live chutney music?
Yeah, there's still a platform for it. Basically, when the instruments come together and that dolaks at a rock and come out the songs and the fire behind of it kind of enlightens people to just like get up and shake. it gives a different shakti, a different. You saw what happened Saturday night.
Yes. Yes, you came on and like the entire, like everybody came on the dance floor. I mean, Ranjeev was the first person to come on and people just went crazy. Dance floor went crazy. And then when you came on, it was a whole different vibe in terms of the music just getting loud and the place getting loud. And it was like a vibration that was happening. And I'm like, yeah, that's what he's about.
Yep.
That's what he's about. That's what Damien is about. This guy who stands there very quietly, just smiles. He get on there and he's a whole different person, right? On Facebook, you're funny. On you see
On
in
Facebook,
person
you
and
would have
you're like
to say
silent all the time. You're like just standing there looking, and then here you are now doing your thing in your elements, and it's a beautiful sight to watch you play and sing and do all the things that you do. And I hope that we can continue this traditional chutney music because our community needs it. Our people needs it. We need to keep it alive, and I hope through people like you, we can definitely keep it alive.
Yes, as long as I live and I'm breathing, I will try my best to do what I have to do for traditional chapter music. Of course, I am ready to cross over, but this is my lane. This is what I love. This is what I breathe. Every weekend, this is it.
If you had to do a traditional Bollywood song, what would it sound like? What would it sound like?
I do Bollywood covers when I'm performing. It's basically the same style of chutney, but just at a slower BPM. You can rush down every single song that you sing, like Jab Koi Baat, Tum Hai, I do covers like that, and to believe it or not, like it kind of sounds different to everyone. They be like, wow, I never know this song could be sung like that. Like, they give you that kind of impression, that facial expression, like yeah. But it's you could take any song once you could play a harmonium. You could take any song that's Hindi and put your own little twist to it with your music and have it song really.
You're right. We're losing you in and out, but I hope that we can continue, like I said, and make sure that we keep this music alive. Ranjeev, anything you want to add to what Damien said?
I mean, listen, everybody have their preference of what they love to listen to or what they like to listen to. We have our preference of what we love singing or what we don't, what we like singing or what we sing for entertainment purposes. So, I agree 100%. Like, we sing everything. I can probably try and sing one of Damien's songs. It may not sound like him, but it'll sound close enough-ish where people will still have a good time. Just as if Damien sings a Bollywood song, it may not sound like me, but it would sing close. It would be close enough for people to still say, "Wow, man, that boy can sing." You know what I mean? So, we all have our strong points. We all have a thing. So, at the end of the day, man, as long as we're doing it, again, I will go back to what I was saying. We're doing it for the right reasons.
That's right.
The culture and moving forward, and just showcasing what we do in the highest level possible.
So I want to make a comment from what I observed. Ranjeev, I think the song that you sing, I don't understand Hindi too much, but I think you captured the girl. And Damon here, he says BPM. I mean, he sings high volume songs. So you guys at the wedding house, he sings a wedding house song, and you capture the girl.
Well,
works. You guys
so
He
BPM
captured
is
the girl
peaceful.
first, and I go sing for the wedding. Now it is.
Yeah.
That's what I observed from the. I don't understand the language what you guys were saying, but I think it's basically that. I mean, he sings high BPM song, which in it hypes everybody up, and they're still dancing.
Correct.
Yeah.
I
Which
sing
is
when
good.
Eating and thing. I sing when
Once you finish eating, you gotta get on the dance floor.
I sing while they eating and sing for when they had to work it off.
Yes. You're trying to get the guy to talk to the girl, get her phone number, and then this guy, he comes in and he's like, "Yeah, let's dance up now." But it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Shameeza, listen, before I go further, I'd just like to send out congratulations to you. 2 years. I watched your program several times in between, and I gotta say, it's different. It's very knowledgeable in terms of the type of guests you have on your program. It's not like the typical ones, and to have something like this running for 2 years, it's a great accomplishment. You know, I think it was back maybe like a year and a half ago when you first started. I was a guest, and we tried to link up again, and because of my schedule and this and that, after so many years, 2 years, I'm back. You know,
Yeah,
thank you so much for giving me this opportunity again.
well,
You know,
it's funny
I'm
because we
thankful
booked about 2 months ago. Is when we when you and
yeah,
I had this, and I said, "Listen, I'm putting you down for this date. Tell me
yeah,
your date, and I'll work with you." And
yeah,
here you are tonight. We had it wasn't the way that we usually do a show where you'll
yeah.
come in like after, but here you are tonight. I truly enjoy having you as a
Thank
guest,
you
and
so
I
much.
can't wait to have you back again. Feel free to reach out to me probably 6 months or 3 months,
Not a
depending on
problem.
your schedule. Let me know what you're available for. We'll get you back on, and I can't wait. And anything you need, please feel free to reach
Thank
out
you.
to us. Ranjeev?
I want to say thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me be a part of this program again from inception to where we are. Um, I'm proud to call you my friend. I'm proud to call you a colleague as well. Um, and again, just best wishes moving forward. You know, you have my 100% support. No matter what's happening all around, the support is there 100%. You know, and I look forward to many more years of this, or as long as you're you're physically and mentally and everything capable of doing it. You know, because you're no spring chicken no more.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, because this is
Uh,
like past your bedtime right now.
exactly. I'm like, okay, oh, is it like almost time for us to? Do we have any other well wishes? All right, that was it for well wishes. George, you and I will hang out for a few minutes. Damon, again, thank you so much for being
Not a
our
problem. All the
guest
best,
tonight
Shameeza.
and being here. And I can't wait to see you perform again live.
Thank you. All
Have those
right.
aunties moving their ways. Ranjif, always a pleasure. And I'll see you this weekend. Do not forget, guys, this weekend we have Get Real with Shani's 2 year anniversary. It will be, all of us will be live at Kids Entertainment Center. The party starts at 7 p.m. We will be honoring members of our community that has been making a difference, that has led the way for us. And we are taking some time out of our busy schedule to just say we appreciate you, we're proud of you, and what you've done for our community. So join us this Saturday as we kick off our 2 year anniversary celebration live at Kiss Entertainment Center.
Can you do 5 minutes more?
Yeah, absolutely. Ranjit, you're. I know that you probably have to go, but thank you so much for being here with us this
You
evening.
guys be safe. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. So first off, cause I'm sorry I'm late,
Yes.
and I want to give you a hug.
Oh my God.
I mean the hug is not. The hug is for the journey.
Oh my gosh.
The hug is because I remember the first night that we started. Well, when you called me and you said, "Hey, what do you think we should do? A show and help the people." I was like, "Yeah," but I don't know if people saw that we had difficulty, but
Oh yeah, technical difficulties. That was.
but you have that gift to keep us going. I got yelled at. He got yelled at. The other guy got yelled at, and that's what it takes to make you here today at 2 years.
I think it's determination, and it's, if you truly believe in something, you have a passion for something, you want to make it happen. And I feel that that's what kept us going. Yes, I was like, oh God, why can we get it working? Like, we have to fix this. But it was, I couldn't disappoint. There were people who were waiting to see us, to listen to us, and I couldn't disappoint these people. It was more about
The
making
people,
sure.
right? The
Yeah,
people,
it was.
yes.
It was. We had people waiting to tell to listen.
We wanted to
us
hear the story,
talk,
yeah.
and we couldn't get on air. And I was like, oh my gosh, we got to fix this. We got to make this work. And
So I have a question for you, right? So everybody is like,
Right.
So everybody knows that she does a great job. Everybody's like, "Oh, Shameeza, you're doing a great job." There's a other part of it. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
It's a lot of work. It gets easier. When I started the show first, nobody knew what Get Real with Shamiza was. It was something that I had to call and I had to explain. I had to send emails and say it's a talk show that features influential people in our community. It's a platform for talents in our community and women rights and all these things. And I'll get an email back. I was fortunate, George, because I didn't get too many no's.
Well, yes, because our not. This is my opinion. Nobody get offended. I mean, our culture is a little stubborn. It's hard for them to understand something. You have to break it down into pieces, don't you think so?
Sometimes we do have to explain certain things in details, and I think with a lot of people and a lot of cultures, you have to explain certain things if you're trying to get over a point. You have to explain in details what it's about and what you're really trying to accomplish in that. But I think through all of it, right, if I had to go back and change anything, I wouldn't change anything because I've seen the growth not only in myself but in the show, the quality, the audio and everything else that we've done with it. Like, we've grown, and that is something that is amazing because you get to learn as you go, right? Nothing was like, all right, it was perfect, and it's still not perfect. Every day I get an opportunity to learn something new, to speak to someone, and to learn, and for me that's amazing.
You think if it went scripture, you would have done
Like
different?
scripted, like
Yeah,
having a scripted show.
yeah.
I mean, it would have probably been even more amazing because people love the drama that scripted shows come with. But this gives us an opportunity to just be spontaneous, to come to be ourselves, and to really put things out there that
And
we
get
can
real.
get real. We're,
Yes.
we're able
That was
to
the
bring people
title,
us.
Get Real.
It is still the title, Get
Yeah,
Real with Shameeza. And,
yeah.
it's
But
people.
I'm so proud, like, because people don't see the negative of it.
There
Me
is
and you
well,
speak.
there is no negative about it.
No, but the lashback from people,
Oh, that
our
part.
gold, yeah, your gold. You know, I I cherish the days that we used to sit down every Thursday or Wednesday and we used to share, right?
Mhm.
And those are the moments that make me happy, and I wanted that back. And when we started, we were here, and then I fall back, and I'm happy that we have that moment again that we could share, because I wanted to be there for you. There's always, everyone in life, they have a downtime. I want to be there in the downtime for you. I don't want to be here every day. I want you to shine. I want you to fly. And I think it's a good thing that it happened that I fall back and let you fly. It was a struggle. Probably people may be like, "Oh, she had George and George is not there." But it was a chance for you to be strong.
It's definitely had its ups and downs when it comes to challenges and negativity and that kind of stuff. When I look back and when I still look at the journey right now, compared to others, right? Because you compare apples with apples, right? In so many different aspects of life, I have truly been blessed. Our platform has been blessed. Asif and I, we come on here every Wednesday, and I have to say, in 2 years, I don't. We missed one episode, which was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we chose to cancel. We didn't miss it. We chose to cancel due to the matters, the fire victims of that.
Okay.
And we chose to cancel that show. Other than that, Asif has never been sick at all for 2 years. He has not been sick. Every single Wednesday, he's here behind the scenes.
Yeah, nobody never
makes the
seen him
show
much, but I think
happen.
he's part of the whole idea over here.
Yeah, he makes it happen.
I am proud of the guy. Like, he's like the warrior. Like, he sits there. People know he don't want to be in the front, and he's part of like making this work as a wheel. He's part of the team.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that you took control and you hold your grounds. You didn't give up. You didn't come here and cry and sab and said, "Oh, this one, this and this one." you just keep your smooth. That's the strength in you.
You have no choice. I mean, you have
No,
to.
you have choices, but we're bashes. People don't understand what bashes. We hold grounds. We don't give up. And I'm proud of that. Like, you're giving out awards. You're always, how about, everybody's like, yes, you're doing a great job. Of course, you are doing a great job. But there's downtime. And downtime, I want to be there for you for the downtime. I don't want, this is great. I could come here once in a while with you, but downtime, I miss our days at talking.
So, for anyone that doesn't know, George and I, when I worked in the city, which was, years ago, George and I used to have lunch every Wednesday. And during our lunch, we used to vent to each other. Our vent had to do with, family members, kids, friends, whatever it is that we needed to vent about.
Girlfriends.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard so much about girlfriends. And
But now I'm engaged. I'm good.
we had that bond that we can talk about things, and we were comfortable with it, and we wanted to share. Anyone who doesn't know too, we grew up together, and so as a little girl, I knew George. George was living
Yeah.
with us, and we're cousins.
But I have to change that title somehow.
Yeah, we have to change that
Yeah,
title.
like,
We have
gotta
to
go to the
change
thing and
that
just stick to
title,
that. No, but it's good that we evolve, and I'm happy as the new generation. Me and Shameeza understand each other at 100. I mean, we don't agree on everything, but we understand. When we say A, we know what we mean. We went on a mini vacation. We know what we was doing. I called her up like, "Hey, Sham, we need to go to Wildwood for the weekend." She's like, "All right." She packed her husband, her kids, and she was out, and it was great. It wasn't the glamorous because the weather wasn't great, but we had a good time. The little bit of time that we spent together was good, and that's what we have to do. We have to go out, let our minds free, you know. And her being on the show, it was just to bring the people and let it tell their stories.
We truly told some amazing stories, George. We've had one
I
of our
watch.
we've had amazing people who has helped others. We had an attorney, and it's one of the guests that I'm truly proud of. She's helped so many people. She's had conversations. She's done a day dedicated just uh to people that was affiliated with Get Real with Shameeza show. She did a whole day where she just did free consultation for them. Things that would have cost them like $1,500. She did it and didn't
That's the
charge them.
immigration.
Immigration
Yeah.
attorney,
Yeah.
and we've had so many guests that was amazing.
I strayed away from the culture a little bit, but I'm so proud of our culture that evolving. I was so happy. I watched Shark Tank. I don't know if you guys watched the show, and I saw this girl. Her name was Crystal Prasad. She's my daughter's name, and I was so amazed that she evolved. She went there. She got a deal. We have doctors. We have brain surgeon. We have immigration, and we have you as a platform to bring people. So people should embrace you, not bring negative to you.
You listen, everything you do in life. I mean, you have several business. You're always going to have negative. It's part of life, and you have to know how to deal with it. You have to, as you grow, you realize that these things are part of life, and if you're not there, then you haven't grown, and if you haven't grown, then you need to find a way to grow, because you're always going to have negativity. You're always going to have people who are going to find something somehow uh, to say about you or what you're doing. And some of it may be true, some of it may not be true. I take the good with the bad. I listen and I say, you know what, that's kind of true sometimes. Like I learn from some of the negative things. Not all negative things are bad things, right? There are times when there is negativity, and I'm like, that kind of makes sense.
It makes
That's
you
a good
stronger.
idea
It makes
for
you,
my next
yeah,
show,
yeah.
Like I run with certain things.
But I'm sorry for some of those people that throw rocks at you. Their window is bigger, and I'm so proud of you. You don't even want to throw no rocks at them. I'm so proud of you.
Not worth my
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I
mean,
I'm busy. I have a lot of things to do, and I don't have the it hurts. I'm not gonna say it doesn't hurt. It hurts, but I choose to take my time and do other things with my time. And I truly feel that the things that I choose to do with my time are more valuable. It brings me better results in life, and I choose to focus on that. And listen, if you and I were having this conversation 3 4 years ago, I would have entertained the negativity. Now it's like I want nothing to do with it. Listen, I move on. I get upset. I might cry a little bit, but I move on because a lot of times in life it's not the people when people that I don't know say negative things or they have an opinion, I really don't care because those people don't matter to me. It's when the people that are dearest to you, the people that you truly love and you value them, those are the people that hurt you the most. Those are the ones that I'm like, how?
I just want to say this. I don't want to offend nobody, right? There's one guy that bothers you, right? I just want to give him a message. Like, she's not by herself. Please don't bother her because we know who you are. Please don't leave her alone. If you don't have a hobby, find a hobby when you come home from work. Take your wife out to dinner, take her to the park, do something. Please don't bother her. She's not by herself. Please don't bother her.
I wouldn't even say he's the uncle that sits behind his computer and
He
he
should
has
be
nothing
ashamed
else
of
to do.
himself.
He should be really ashamed of himself because to come on social media and to bully a woman,
Yeah,
take
I mean,
photos and make a fake profile, make several fake profiles.
yeah, he should
It's
try to
not
bother me.
pretty. And you know what's not pretty, George? God does not like ugly. And when you're ugly like that, it really truly tells who you are inside. It
Yeah.
shows who you are, your bitterness and all your negativity. It comes out. And then you see your face and you see other people's face and you're like, why do I look like they got Botox? Maybe because I'm just positive.
Listen.
Maybe if you try positive, you can look like you got Botox too.
Yeah, because the world that we live in now, you have to evolve. I don't know where he been. Maybe he locked in a box, but maybe he eat too much. I don't want to say nothing negative. Right, right. I really don't. But what I'm trying to say, please don't bother her. She's not by herself. And if she does Botox, bro, this is the world that you live in. If you want to live with someone that eat rice every day, that's your problem. Please don't sit on the computer. My name is George Bash. If you want to bother me, come bother me. Don't bother her. She's no harm to you. She have people to defend her. Leave her alone. I know who you are. Leave her alone. If you want to bother someone, I'll give you my name. Bother me. I live in New Jersey. Leave her alone. I'm very upset about that. And this is not one time. We give you a break and you're fighting for some little guys. You don't know who.
George, he's doing all of this for a couple of friends. That if tomorrow something he gets locked up for cyberbullying, they're not gonna pay attention to him. They're gonna do nothing for him because they really don't care. They might be friends for like
they're
90
not your
years.
friends, my friend.
They might be
You
friends
don't
for
have
90
any
years,
friends.
but they don't have your back. They're selfish people.
I know who they are.
You'll be locked up for cyberbullying because I'm telling you, it's you're
Yeah.
getting on our last nerve.
Yeah, don't do it, please.
With that said, George,
Yeah.
I see Victoria, and I want to acknowledge Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Victoria V will be on Get Real with Shameeza. I think it's, I'm not sure, guys, don't quote me. I think it's the last Wednesday of this month. And we are going to have an amazing show with
I'm coming.
her. You will be here.
Yeah.
She will join us virtually. But it will be an amazing show. Next week we have Mo Mohammed from the Caribbean Equality Project will be here in observance of Pride Month, and I'm very excited. We've had him 2 years in a row now since we started Get Real with Shameeza. We've had Mo, and it's always an interesting and fun experience listening to him and being aware of what goes on in that community, learning and bringing awareness. For me, that is important. That we all know and we are aware of what's going on. So we will have Mo next week. The week after, we'll have Victoria. George will be back, and we'll have a nice open discussion, guys. You can bring your questions, you can bring your concerns, you can bring anything that you want, and we'll have open discussion. We'll talk about mental health. We'll talk about relationships, how to have the right relationship, what are things that you can do to have proper relationships, and it will be an amazing time. My daughter Sophia is watching, and Sophia, Thank you. Sometimes in life we don't agree on things, and it includes sometimes the best relationships that you have and the people that you love the most. But I think what is important is even when you disagree and you're upset, it's important to always get back to what is important, and that's family. Family
Yeah.
is important. No matter where we go, what we do, family will
This,
always be there. And Sophia, I love you dearly. No matter what has happened, I know it hasn't been an easy road, but I love you.
nothing ever easy. And I want to give you another hug. I do, because you know what? It's such a long journey for you, and it's gonna be the best. It's such a long journey, and we're proud of all our West Indian, Trinidad, Guyana, Jamaica, any women from that country. I really embrace them for what they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And George, when we started Get Real with Shameeza, Get Real with Shameeza was just an idea, and then we move on to other things. We said people are gonna tell stories. How are we gonna help these people? So we started Safari for Hope. Safari for Hope, as many people know, when you start an organization, it takes time, especially here in the state of New York. So we started the process to open a nonprofit organization where we can raise funds for people that are victims of domestic abuse. However, the process in New York can take a while. There are different things that's happening. They're backed up due to COVID and so many other things. We are in process. However, there are people out there, some very devious people, who has reported Get Real with Shameeza and Safari for Hope as conducting fraudulent activities. Now, when they say fraudulent activities, I have no clue what they're talking about, because I have a talk show where I come on here, we speak to people, we have people talk on the show, and then we have sponsors where we run ads. And when we run ads, people pay for sponsorship. And when they do, it's a sponsorship. Now,
That have nothing to do.
when you do that, people pay you. They can pay you with a check, they can pay you through Zelle. I do not have to produce a 501c. So for the people who are going around telling my sponsors, calling my sponsors and say, ask her for a 501c, please educate yourselves. You guys are making yourselves look ignorant and stupid, because these same people are going to turn around and they're going to not do business with you. You want to tell people negative things and you want to be vicious, do your homework, guys. It will make you look good in front of them.
Yeah, why would they want this? This country is a lot of opportunity. They could go open a talk show if they want to. They could go open a nonprofit. They don't even know the meaning of nonprofit. That's why they're saying that, because they don't know it's two different entities.
I do want to acknowledge Christine. She says that she's seen the letter. Christine, thank you so much for that. I received the letter. Now, the letter does not say that Shameeza, you're accused of fraud or anything. I'm sure the person who reported me said fraud. The letter simply states that we know that you operate an organization in the state of New York, and what we would like to do is encourage you to come in and register as a nonprofit organization. It's as a charity. It's a simple invitation. We have our attorneys and we have people that is specialized in nonprofit that has been working on an organization documentation. They're looking into it. We'll go with the way that will be the simplest and easiest for all of us. We have a team of people who are here and we are all working on it to get it.
You don't have to be vicious and report.
What it simply means, we can run an organization. We do not need a 501c. A 501c allows you to, if someone makes a donation, which we have not had a donation from the public. No one has ever come. We've held fundraisers where you come, you buy a ticket, you go on a boat cruise, or you have dinner with us. Those are the only things that we've done. We have not had anyone come in and physically give us a check and says this is a donation. Now, when someone gives you a check for a charity, you have a 501c letter. When they do that, it's $250 or more. They can request, and they have to request from you a 501c letter. When they do that, they're allowed to take that letter, take it to their CPA or their tax person, and they're able to say, hey, I made a contribution or donation. Can you apply this for my taxes? That's it. It also allows an organization to apply for grants in the state of New York. We haven't done any of those things. When the time comes, we'll probably get to those things, but it's not our intention right now. Our focus at Safari for Hope is really finding ways to help our community. And that's exactly what we've been doing. For anyone who doesn't know, let me just remind you some of the work that we did. Last year, we had a boat cruise. We raised some funds. We went to Guyana. We gave schools, high schools on the west coast of Demerara. We went to the schools we visited and we shared out laptops to those schools, which was very much needed, right? We made a contribution to the First Lady hygiene project that she's working on, something that's very dear to our hearts in our organization. It deals with young women. We were able to contribute to that project. We had a young man that we were working with that has half of one leg. We were able to put that young man, not literally, but put him on his feet in terms of being a person that's self-sustainable. We were able to provide him with food monthly and just make his life a little bit easier. We also were able to repair the home that he's living in and help with other things monthly for the family. And I'm very proud of what we've done. We've done things as well, like we went out during the holidays. We had a coat drive. We had a toy drive. We've had a food hamper giveaway. Some of the things that we do for a small organization that just started, there are people who's been here for quite some time, and they haven't even scratched the surface of the things that we do. And I'm very, very proud to see the work that my team is able to do. Guys, I also want to announce that starting, we have plans. It's in the works right now, but we're planning to do a walk for victims of domestic abuse. It will be in September or October. So anyone who wants to be a part of that walk, please let us know. The location will be announced shortly. But again, keep in mind, guys, and for anyone who's been following us, you know, what we're trying to do is just make a better community. It's not about the money. It's not about those things. Now, when you see me working hard and trying my best, and people do things like this, report us for fraud, it really, really hurts.
Yeah, it's good that you give them a little education about it. A lot of people don't know. I have people that when you have your thing, they think all that money just go into your bank account, and they don't have no knowledge about it, right? And you don't have to have too much education to know this. They don't know there's a treasury guy, there's a person that looks over. They don't know that every dollar that you spend if you do your parties and you get some money, they don't look at it because they don't know that every dollar is counted for. They think you take the money and put it in your account. So it's good you give them a little education, and if they want more, I don't know what to tell them to do. Go read a book or something.
If you need more information, please feel free to contact me, contact our treasurer. There are many people that's part of our organization that has complete clarity on what Get Real with Shameeza does, who we help, and what our finances look like.
Yeah.
Guys, we've held two fundraisers, things that we've done, and I don't know what you guys are really talking. I don't know the person that's coming up with these ideas. If it's just pure jealousy, is it just anger?
It's jealousy.
Is it just because you think
it's not crab and barrels no more? It's hyenas on the street. Yeah. But they don't see when you take out money from your pocket and give them, right? Give people. They don't see that part, right? No. Why they don't say nothing?
You know what? With that said, guys, we will go ahead. George,
that's a whole different show.
That's a whole different show, and we have more coming up.
Okay.
But with that said, guys, here is my little feedback and my little contribution to tonight's program. Insecure people only eclipse your sun because they're jealous of your daylight and tired of their dark, starless nights. Shannon Alder. Until next time, be yourself, be kind, and never let anyone take your shine away. Good evening, everyone.
Goodbye.